Buddy, it looks like we are getting into game number 2. It's going to be on Overgrowth Ladder Edition. Chaotix is just like, yep, World Cup, Red Bull, and this. Awesome. Thank you for the compliment, Laserface87. Nice quality. I greatly appreciate it. I've been tweaking around with all of my wonderful settings, and my camera's going crazy, and everything is looking sharp. So let's go ahead and get into this. Hey, hello everybody, this is Chaos with Chaos Esports Productions, bringing you game number 2 of the Shots Fired Gaming Finals for the Silver through Platinum tournament. We have 2 wonderful players duking it out, gone through the brackets, and finally made it here to the finals, looking to win. I believe it is a Steam key. But yeah, so spawning on the upper right-hand corner here on Overgrowth Ladder Edition, representing Team SINSTR. He is... And spawning in the lower left-hand corner, representing Team Wumpus, he is PikaBrOny. So, given what we have seen out of PikaBrOny, I would not be surprised if we saw 1, a gateway going down, 2, an assimilator going down, 3, a pylon going down, 4, a couple cybernetics core going down, 5, some more gateways, and then lots and lots of chrono boosts on the warp gate, as he is going to be rushing for a 4-gate-esque type build, as he has in the past, I don't know, 6 games that we've casted of him. Anyways, so basically the biggest variable is Muhaha, who has actually already planted down his pool and is going to be more than ready for a 4-gate, because he's going to already have units in his opponent's base. So Muhaha is going to come in here and see, hey, what is going on? I do not see anything building any gas, and your gateway is finishing. Now, does he stay and wait to see if the Zealot comes out? The answer is no. Actually, we're going to see a Roach Rush. Interesting. Interesting. Now, I have not seen a Roach Rush like this in God knows how long, and I'll be really interested to see how it pans out, considering Roach Rushes usually are definitely, yeah, it's just, I don't see this, I don't know. It'll be interesting. So Zealot's going to take out the scouting drone. We do have another Zealot on the way, so it looks like PikaBrOny is like, he might do something fishy, as he has already scouted the Roach Warren with his probe, and first inject is going to be going down. Now, I think the objective of this Roach Rush, he is going to be getting 3 roaches out as quickly as possible, and then should be able to immediately follow it up with 4 more roaches once the hatchery pops off its larva. So we will have to see. I think that's the objective of the build. Whether or not it's actually executed that way is another matter. But anyways, roaches are going to go ahead and start streaming across the field. Now, in a 1v1 battle with 0 micro, a Zealot will actually take out the roach. So, if microed properly, which should be relatively straightforward, I do believe that the roaches should be able to get the damage that they need done. Muhaha definitely posing to actually go ahead and expand relatively soon. So, the warp gate research has about 50 seconds left, so we'll have to see whether or not Muhaha is going to come in here and see that there's already a couple of units out. He sees the 2 Zealots and the Stalker. Needs to be very careful, actually going to try and micro around and take out the Stalker. I don't think that's the appropriate decision. The Zealots tend to pose a much more greater problem than the Stalker. The Stalker does, I think, like, 10 damage, 14 damage to armored versus the straight up 8 damage, but it's like 2 slashes per hit. So, so micro actually going down and actually going to, okay, did micro properly. Now we do have 4 or more units being morphed in. warped in. Whether or not it will be enough, though, he's going to try and focus down the Stalker. But yeah, there are just not enough roaches, and it does look like SINSTR's Muhaha is going to have to back off of this. He is getting his expansion down, trying to keep things relatively not all-in-esque. But with PikaBrOny now going to be popping across the field, he is going to be definitely on the defense. Granted, Stalkers are faster than roaches, so actually, looks like PikaBrOny backing up, making sure all of his stuff is in the appropriate position. Muhaha did scout the pylon, so he does know that that's going down. Don't see any more. Okay, there we go. Spinecrawler's now going down. Definitely going to put him in a better position than he was last game. But, and actually PikaBrOny starting to back off of this. Now, oh my gosh, we have an expansion coming out of PikaBrOny. So it's not completely all in. Just all in for the time being. Now, Natural is already up. The Spinecrawlers are about halfway finished, and it does look like PikaBrOny is going to come in here. Lots of damage going down on the Zealots. Some Zealots will get taken out, and a lot of... got to be careful. Might want to cancel that Spinecrawler. Spinecrawler will get taken out for free, and the second Spinecrawler is going to complete now. Really needs to focus on getting out units. Why are you getting drones? Oh my lord. Spinecrawler is going to start poking at the Stalkers, but the Stalkers do end up one-shotting the rest of the health of that Spinecrawler. And at this point, you know, PikaBrOny is in a very, very dominating position. He's going to be very, very hard for him to get in here and get the... You know, Muhaha's just, he's kind of let himself go at this point. I mean, it's like he's getting out Lings, but Lings are really not the answer to this, I think. I mean, it will help, definitely, but he's got to micro appropriately and such. Oh, why are you uprooting? Oh my gosh. Okay, he's going to uproot his army, trying to get some damage done. The Natural will fall, and at this point, PikaBrOny has taken a complete 180 demanding position and is definitely going to be able to continue on sustaining this as his... Oh, and that kill was big. Anyways, lots of units here coming out of PikaBrOny as he is going to push in here, focus down the Spinecrawlers. Lings will get taken out, and all that's left is a handful of roaches, but with that Natural getting taken out, it's going to be really hard to keep the production up. Now, he does have 3 larvae that are still here. He could utilize those. There we go. So he is going to do that. The Zealots will get taken out. The Spinecrawler will go down as well. And it does look like he's going to try and go in here. Muhaha calls the GG and is kind of debating on whether or not he wants to actually GG out of this. Okay. Then again, maybe not. He's thinking about it. He's like, GG, maybe. Granted, he is going to get supply blocked once again, most likely. Oh, transfuse go down. Not quite. PikaBrOny's like, what? I thought he called GG. But I'm surprised that the roach speed has not gone down. Roach speed would definitely be a nice little caveat to this. But yeah, Spinecrawlers are finishing up here and gonna poke down Hydroden as well. So yeah, at this point, PikaBrOny getting up 5 more gateways to help assist his 4 gates. Granted, only 8 gateways can actually be sustained on 2 fully saturated mining bases. Still no gas geysers coming out of here. And yeah, at this point, it looks like Muhaha is going to go ahead and retake his Natural. He's decided he's not out of the game yet. Kind of an interesting turn of events. He's really debating on what he wants to do, but so far I would say that yeah, things are looking pretty rough. Whether or not he will actually be able to get down here and get the damage he needs done. I mean, the gateways are just now finishing up. Lots more warp-ins definitely to come, and I really wouldn't be surprised. Warp pylon's going down because he can't warp in anymore. But yeah, Muhaha just trying to hold his edge for the time being. Lots of Zealots warping in. Yeah, I think this will be the nail in the coffin, or as some people would say, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So Stalker's coming in here trying to get damage done. Zealot's not really getting the surface area need. Spinecrawler is actually doing a fair amount of damage, but the natural will get canceled once again, and at this point, Muhaha is just in a kind of in shambles. He doesn't have really a way to mine his natural, and he's starting to get close to mining out his main, so things are definitely looking really rough for him. So, looks like Spinecrawlers will try and get back down, and that Spinecrawler is going to immediately die. As it is getting taken out. Actually, just barely not. Will finally root down. Granted, it is pretty low on health. Does a fair amount of damage to the armored units, but I mean, at this point, it's like the pure number of units that are here is just staggering. I mean, 25 roaches compared to the 14 stalkers and 21 zealots. I mean, and then on top of that, you look at the probe count comparative. You know, you never see a probe count in favor of the Protoss player, like hardly ever. And when you do, it's more kind of like this, where it's kind of already over. Granted, this is actually a really good position. A lot of these zealots are going down pretty much for free. Stalkers trying to get the damage done. They are zealots pushing up slowly but surely, but the rest of these stalkers will fall, and now the roaches are coming down trying to get as much damage done. Roach speed is finished, so the Hydra's actually being able to get a fair amount of DPS down. Spinecrawler just going absolutely to town on the stalkers. Another stalker will fall. The natural will fall once again, but at only the cost of some units. Now roaches coming out here, going to be... Honestly, depending on how this ends out, I could say that there might be a chance that Muhaha actually is able to get back into this. Zealots trying to march right up and get the damage they've done, but there's just too much units here coming out from PikaBrOny. +1 attack is also on the way, and with the extra DPS from the Hydralist, I think he's actually in a pretty good position, trying to micro as much as he possibly can, minimize his losses. I mean, PikaBrOny trying to push through. I mean, he's got the production. He's got more than enough production to deal with it. Granted, there's really, you know, the numbers for PikaBrOny are starting to dwindle left and right. Got to be really, really careful. So, Zealots do have Zealot Charge, and the DPS from the Hydras are definitely showing their stuff as the Hydras are pushing through. Now, I think the biggest thing that's going here for Muhaha is that the Hydras are one tech tier above all of the units that are coming out of PikaBrOny, so that is the only reason that he's able to really hold on to this. I mean, they do 12 damage, but their attack speed is just stellar. So this pylon will go down, and it looks like PikaBrOny is going to have to be forced to warp in at this further back pylon. I mean, at this point, I'm really surprised that a macro hatch didn't get made. Macro hatch would have definitely, but it's Brony, like pony. What? I don't know. Maybe it is Brony. Gosh, now you got me thinking. I don't know. Brony. Brownie just sounds cooler. Like he's like a Pikachu brownie, you know, kind of deal. I don't know. Random patrol move. Really ridiculous patrol move. But anyways. So third base going to be coming out of PikaBrOny. I guess we'll call him that for now. He's probably going to go back and look at the VODs and be like, man, how did he get my name wrong? Oh well. Such is life sometimes. So, Muhaha gonna be pushing out so far. Really heavy stalker count, or heavy zealot count. My bad. +2 attack is on the way, as well as the Templar Archives. So he is gonna be getting out maybe some Archons, either that or some Storm. Storm would definitely be very, very, very good. But I think Archons are more of what needs to show out here. Third base will get canceled, as Muhaha is finally put himself kind of back in this game. This game, holy cow! How did this turn out this way? I mean, honestly, if Muhaha can actually like get in here and get some damage done, this might be this might have turned. I really think, you know, as a Zerg player, you really need to get your third base up. He is actually trying to get that down right now. He does see that there is a pylon here. Wants to make sure that he gets rid of that before he throws down that third base. But with more Archons morphing in, it's going to be really, really difficult to really contest this army. You know, Zealot Archon's still pretty OP unit composition. So at this point, looks like we might have an engagement here as Muhaha putting all of his entire army way overextended. Zealot's coming in here getting lots of damage done. Granted, 1-1 is finished for the Zerg player, so he does have technically the upgrade advantage. 2+2 attack is finishing up here for the Protoss player. And I think with the rest of the units dwindling left and right, I think Muhaha actually can just is just completely out of position to defend any attack on the natural. So Roaches trying to get some damage done, but 43 damage to biological units. Archons can be quite OP. So Archons coming in here, getting lots of damage done. The rest of these units are definitely going to be, yeah. I think Muhaha should have gone ahead, left the game when he called the GG earlier. And I think now the nail is finally in the coffin. And this is going to be the end of this game. GG is going to be called, and looks like PikaBrOny going to be taking game number 2. And we will go ahead and get things set up for game number 3 as quickly as possible. So give it like a minute or two, and we'll get things going as quickly as get things rolling. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Hope you guys have been enjoying the cast. Love to see some more conversation. Who you think is going to take the finals here, and then we will get the next thing, or the next final, going as quickly as possible just after that. So next map ? So stay tuned, and we will be